Hey everybody, I'm back again. I decided to just pop in on YouTube to see what was going on before I went to bed, not even thinking that Chantal would be on here. And lo and behold, she's on here. And the title of this video, this live stream, I should say, is I Feel Violated. So I'm whispering because everybody's asleep in the house. So let's get into it and see what she's talking about because I have a feeling she's going to dirty delete this.
The Lolcow Live. Like, she was kicked off of Lolcow Live and she was ranting.
And I skipped ahead. Let me back up a little bit. I skipped ahead a little bit because I think she was doing her romper room hello to everybody. And she wasn't really talking about anything. So I think I skipped to the start of the conversation.
Thanks, Cool Abby. Thank you. So that's why I'm doing this. Like, I really don't even want to. So, okay, here goes.
I don't know. What do you mean? So here goes. This already, I have a weird feeling about this. Like, this is going to be a lie because nobody says that. If they're going to spill the beans, they don't say, okay, here goes. Sounds made up.
I was actually, like, watching a YouTuber live stream with, her name is Grace Thorpe. She's pretty, like, infamous for being controversial, and she was recently on the Lolcow Live. Like, she was kicked off of Lolcow Live and she was ranting about Keemstar in the show on a live stream. And I was fine. I was like, big fan of the show. I was like in the chat just tonight. I was talking to people on like the docket.
Didn't you say that you didn't want to be associated with the show in your follow-up video to your audition for the show, Chantal? And you were in the chat. Okay.
Show planning team about coming up and talking with them again and doing a show in the future. And then I was listening to Grace, and I didn't expect this to happen. But something she said, like, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, it just like smacked me in the face when she was saying how wrong it was for them to be passing around my OnlyFans nude photo and like making fun of it. And like
you gave them permission, Chantal. So don't try to play the victim here. This is a photo that you willingly took. This wasn't a private photo. You were selling the photo on OF. So do not try to play the victim. I know that's what you're probably about to do. Don't do it.
And here's why. So basically, I fully, at the time, I consented to them looking at it. When I went on the show, they asked me, like Keem was looking at his phone, and he asked me, like, do you mind if I look at your vagina? Like, basically like that. Can I look at the picture? And it's like, he was probably already looking at it because he was looking at his phone. And I was kind of caught off guard.
No, you
Hi,
weren't.
Teardrop.
No, you
So
weren't.
good to see you.
Please don't do this.
I'm explaining about like
this is going to make people dislike you even more, Chantal. I know what you're about to do. Oh my god.
something that I heard today just like smacked me in the face, like with reality, like, and I'm gonna get into it because I have a lot to say. I don't think they had that intention. I think they just wanted the entertainment value of it. And because of my past, like 3 years ago, something like this wouldn't have affected me. If it did, I bottled it up. So, for example,
Please, you were on there talking about you would be willing to suck someone's sausage or fupa if they showed you proof. So please don't say you're a changed person. This wouldn't have affected you 3 years ago. Blah, blah, blah. You are that same person. And now you're trying to flip the script and play victim here. Disgusting,
so like,
man.
back to the story, I'm all over the place.
Unbelievable.
Because I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. probably from them too.
Wow.
So I said yes. I said, yeah, go ahead, look at it. I don't think I think what Grace said hit me because I don't think I fully processed it.
Get out of here.
So they looked at the picture. It was a picture of my nether region from my OnlyFans, and they basically like passed it between Keem and Wings. And then that loudmouth Tina, they were all making fun of it.
You
as
gave
if,
them
like, if we saw them
permission.
naked, we wouldn't be gagging. But anyways, so
You gave them permission to use the photo. They didn't show it, or to look at the photo, I should say. You gave them permission, Chantal. And like I said, this was not a photo that was like privately sent to a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you know, in that type of situation. This was a photo that you were openly selling on OF. Okay? So do not be the victim here. Come on.
I realized whenever Grace said that, like how wrong it was that they were doing that to a woman.
Oh man.
I felt like I felt violated in a bad way. Like,
oh my.
and when I'm really, really angry,
I feel like this is Nader part 2. She's doing the same thing again. She's trying to manipulate everyone into thinking that she's the victim. Unbelievable. If this were a scenario, like I said, of a private photo that was maybe being passed around, then maybe, yeah, I would say, yeah, that's kind of messed up. But it's not a private photo. It's a photo that you were pimping yourself on OF, that you willingly put out there on the internet. Chantal.
is myself.
Wow.
You know why? Because it makes me realize, it brings me back to 3 years ago, that I let men violate me, that I let people access my body that didn't deserve it. And it made
You don't let men violate you. What you do, Chantal, is you are so hungry for male attention that you let men do whatever they want to you, because to you, even if it's bad attention, it's attention. It doesn't matter. You crave the attention from men. That's why you willingly let them view the photo yesterday in that podcast. So don't try to play the victim, Chantal. I see what you're doing, and everybody else is going to see it too.
feel like that again. You know? So I just feel really gross. I feel dirty, and I feel
Oh man.
just mad at myself that in this instance, when that was happening, and so many fucking times in my life, I never stood up for myself. I was never my cheerleader. I don't give a fuck about myself. I don't care enough about myself. I don't care about my health.
You have some serious daddy issues. All the problems that you have with men, as far as being promiscuous, selling nude photos, all this type of behavior, Chantal, is daddy issues. I guarantee it, 100%.
I hurt myself every day.
Wow.
So of course I let others hurt me. I don't care. A log cow still has feelings, Andre Marie. I'm still a woman. Okay?
She's pulling the woman card. Get out of here, Chantal.
And honestly, it is gross for men to treat women that way, especially a woman wearing a hijab.
Oh my.
And you know the worst part is I didn't tell Salah.
You were on the show, Chantal, talking the way you were. You put yourself on the show. You paid actually to get on the show. You put the hijab on, going on the show. You openly said you would suck somebody's sausage on the show. Nobody made you do that. You did this all on your own.
Full extent of it. I think that he just like basically, you know,
man, this is a bad
kind of glossed
mistake.
over it, because I think if he really listened to everything, he would just, he was mad enough. He wasn't happy that, number one, I did that behind his back, and I went up on a panel with other men, and that I don't
He
think he realized.
he didn't seem too bothered by it when you were live streaming and it came down to forklift you out of the car, Chantal. He didn't seem like he was too upset. I don't know. I think if a husband was upset, he wouldn't come out of the fart box in the sky to greet his wife, at the car. He seemed pretty okay to me.
It's like the full extent. I basically just glossed over it and was like, well, he's gonna know now, but he's sleeping. And I had to tell somebody, like, nobody I know is like awake.
You don't know anybody.
So, like, he, I just feel gross. Like, I feel gross. And I just blocked everybody from that side of things. And it's just, I don't know. It was just really a dumb thing for me to do. And I take responsibility for doing that. I was really caught off guard when I went up there.
First of all, excuse me, I had to take a drink of Gatorade. How are you taking responsibility when the title of this video is I feel violated? Chantal, how is that taking responsibility? It's not at all. You're trying to blame the men that you gave permission to that passed around that photo, and you sat there and laughed about it. Do not play the victim.
And the first thing they asked me was,
you are the problem of why many women and even men don't come forward when they're sexually assaulted or things happen to them, because people don't believe them because of people like you, Chantal.
like, can I see your vagina? Like, it was just really, I don't know. And I know those pictures are on the internet forever. And, I'm just like really mad at myself that I didn't value myself more.
So, when have you ever valued yourself, Chantal? You do anything for money. That's why you were on that panel.
That's, that's it, I guess. I don't know. So I really didn't even, the thing is like, I know people are going to say, well, you didn't feel that way the time that you were up there. I don't think I really realized how I felt about it. I just kind of went with the flow for the show and thought, okay, it's just comedy. It's my pictures are out there anyways on the internet. They're going to see them anyways. Thanks, guys, for listening. Yeah. No, you didn't, Andre Marie. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I'm not on here for sympathy. I'm just on here to
Yeah, you are. 100%.
vent my feelings because, like I said,
You are 100% on here for sympathy and your fake hug box. Is that what it's called? Hug box? Whatever. Chantal, come on. You don't even know what you're doing right now. The wrath that's going to come your way for coming on here trying to pretend that you're a victim yet again at the hands of men yet again is I'm not going to say unbelievable because you I don't think you could shock me at this point, but a lot of people are going to be pissed at this, and especially Keemstar and all the guys on that panel. They're going to be pissed.
like, I think I don't know, I hope it helps me in some way. And it just was like really, really powerful message that, like, you guys probably don't even know who this Grace person is. But, yeah, it was kind of bombarding and, just, I think maybe just really inappropriate for a married man.
Oh, wait, don't even say it. I'm pausing it before she says it. A married man. Woosah, woosah, woosah. I had to pause it.
To ask, like, a hijabi woman that, and it's inappropriate for me as a hijabi to be like, I guess, look at it, whatever. But I really didn't really know what to say, Yeah, I know, Teardrop. I really just, even myself 3 years
First of
ago,
all,
like,
I mean, I think any normal woman, if somebody asked to see a picture of their vagina, I think the automatic answer would be no. Chantal, a normal person. But you're not a normal person. So come on, stop. Stop with the victim mentality.
when I was doing OnlyFans, I didn't respect myself. Like, I didn't respect my body.
You
I
still
didn't
don't.
respect myself at all.
You were eating McDonald's at midnight. Do you really expect us to believe that you respect your body? I don't think so.
I have the opinion that not everyone deserves access to your body, you know? And that's just my opinion. Like, and that's how I feel. And now I feel
If that's the case, then why did you take nude photos of yourself? And I think who took the photos? Pete's took the photos? Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I guess I was also like in a bit of disbelief. Like, what? Like, somebody like Boogie is making fun of my private parts? Like, what? You know? Anyway.
Why? Did you expect them to like just fall in love with you because they were looking at a picture of your vagina? Is that what you were expecting? So now you're going to play the victim because they didn't like what they see, Chantal? Is that what you're saying? Kind of sounds like that.
Thanks, Bazid. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever have to quit smoking. I honestly, this is very impromptu. Hey, Vampira.
Yeah, and you're going to regret it.
Not really, but I will be.
Wow.
Thank you. I was just like cleaning up. I couldn't sleep. Sabah, of course, is sleeping. And, like, I was up listening to the show. Like I said, I was like planning to, you know. Yeah.
What the heck is this view? The lens is like stretched out.
That's the thing, Teardrop. It's like,
She forgot to turn the freaking thinning filter off again. So now she's gonna do this video playing the victim, and she has the thinning filter still on. Okay, this should be interesting.
nobody cares about how anyone feels online. Like, I feel like I just need to take a break from the internet because, you know, it's just all about entertainment. And, I
Man,
just don't feel really good right now. So, I just feel really gross.
that's your own doing.
Oh, thanks, Bear. I appreciate that.
Look, like I said, I would feel bad for her if it was a different circumstance. But she literally gave them permission to look at the photos. So you can't play the like I don't like I, it just it's so bizarre to me that she does this stuff on video where everybody could see the proof and then comes back, tries to switch up the narrative and thinks that everybody's supposed to believe her manipulation and lies. It's just astonishing to me.
I really am just like shocked. And I think I understand why people say therapy because I feel like there's feelings that I don't realize I have. I didn't feel like I would feel this way, you know, until I heard her say that. When I heard that YouTuber say how wrong it was for them to be doing that, to be passing around my pictures and making fun of it, and it makes me feel violated.
And you sat there and laughed. It makes you feel violated. Go fuck yourself. You did it to yourself. I don't feel sorry for you at all, Chantal. Oh my God. Sorry for that. Sorry for using the Lord's name in vain.
And I think because I'm lol cow status that people think that it's okay to just like do whatever. And I know I said yes, go ahead, you know. And that's why I feel mad at myself for allowing that, like, people to do that to me.
No, because you know what you were you know what you were doing? Because you think because you're prettier than all of us, Chantal, and you have some magical power. Like you can get any man that you want, any kind of man, will love you and you can get all of them because you're so pretty and your wit and all of this, and that's not the case. Your ego is just shattered. That's your problem. Now you're trying to play the victim. And it was your ego was shattered on a public scale. With I don't even know how many people were in that stream yesterday. I don't even remember. But that's your problem. Is you got blasted in front of thousands of people and you don't like it. And especially what you don't like about it is it was men. The one thing you chase, the one thing that you hunger for is male attention, and your ego is broken because of it, because they didn't like what they saw. Unbelievable.
They've already sent a lot of things lazy. That's, yeah, teardrop. That's another point.
This is the most, and I'm looking at the chat numbers right now. This is the most people she's had in a live stream. There's 688 people in here right now.
When he asked me, like, he was really mad at me because I went behind his back when he was sleeping. They asked me up, like, I was awake, I didn't want to wake him up for that. And because, in his culture, it's not about them wanting me or whatever.
Yes, it is.
Like, as a Muslim woman in his culture, I shouldn't have gone up there.
And another thing, too, you're trying to deflect from offering to give somebody a blowjob. What about that, Chantal? That you said that willingly. Are you going to say, like, oh, you felt violated because you said you were going to blow somebody? Get bent.
And to talk about those things. But we're 3 years ago in my culture, this would have been totally
your
normal,
culture.
And I think I just had a moment where I regressed back into that rule.
This isn't part of the culture. This is you. So don't you fucking say like the Western world, this is how Western women are. It's not. This is you by yourself. This is not the culture. This is you. I'm gonna start yelling.
Yeah, Vampira.
Woosah, woosah.
So, I was in the wrong for even being up there, number one, and consenting to it, number two.
Yeah.
And I think that they just were looking at, like, the entertainment of it. I don't know. But it's weird for, like, married men in relationships to look at that, like...
No, it's weird for married men to look at nude photos of women. No, I don't think so. It's not weird at all, Chantal. No. Maybe it's weird for your husband because he has sugar in his tank, but it's not weird for men in general to look at nude photos. No.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I cannot believe
everyone has a
shit.
past, and it's just like, hey, Katie K, thank you. Just going through something. Thank you.
Man.
Yeah, Samir. Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Thank you.
Whatever. Unbelievable.
Like, I feel like I do need a good break from the internet. Like,
bye.
Because, like, it's just hard.
How's it hard? This whole scenario was created by you. So yeah, it's hard because you created it. Suck it up.
I just need, like, time to myself. I don't feel too good. Yeah, so I basically just glossed over, like, what I told Salah. And, like, English is not his first language. I don't think he understood a lot of the terms and the banter. Katie K, welcome to
So now you're going to say he's stupid.
Thank you, Katie.
Okay. So now not only are you going to throw your fake husband under the bus on the panel, but now you're going to call him stupid and say that he doesn't understand English or the words or anything that was said. Okay.
think I'm gonna tell him fully, but like what happened. You know, and I feel bad. Like I even explained like what happened with him and I. Like it's just really hard. Thank you, Katie. That's what I don't know my worth, Blacks. I feel like I totally let myself down. And I feel like I've done that like forever in my life. Just like always let people do whatever they want. You know, and I don't know why.
Because you have daddy issues, Chantal. You need to go into treatment. Seek therapy. Like I keep saying, you will never get out of this cycle that you do all the time until you go to therapy. The reason why you chase men and you seek male attention is because you have daddy issues. Okay? Go to therapy, Chantal. I don't feel sorry for you at all. You need to be held accountable for all the things that you do, and you need to accept it. Once you do that, then you'll be able to move on. Until then, when you do shit like this, trying to play the victim, it's not your fault. I feel violated, knowing that you went on that panel and gave them permission. I mean, you cannot make this crap up. Oh my god!
Thank you, Marie. Welcome to Fair Lord.
And all these jerk offs in the live stream right now enabling this shit.
I do. Yeah, I think it's gross that I don't know. I felt a little ambush. Like the minute I went on there, you have this
What did you
old,
think?
legless, weirdo woman screaming at you that your bush is hairy. Just, you know, like what? And then they're passing around the picture, and then like, can I see it? Like, you would have looked at it anyway. You had it like right there. So I said, whatever, look at it.
But they were smart in doing that, because now you can't go in there and say, well, I didn't give them permission to look at the photo. Do you see why they did that, Chantal? You're just pissed off, like I said, because your ego is broken, because men didn't like what they see. And they were smarter than you. They know what they're doing. They know how to protect themselves. You weren't ready for that. So now you're trying to play the victim. That's not smart on your part. If anything, that makes you look more like a liar than anything else. You don't look like a victim. You look like a liar who had its ego broken. That's all.
And at the time, I was like, whatever, you know, just gloss over it. Whatever, you know. I excused it. I excused my giving permission, and I'm like, why would I do that? Like,
because you want the male attention. You thought they were going to say, oh, this is the most beautiful vagina I've ever seen. My wife's vagina isn't even this beautiful. That's what you wanted them to do, and they didn't do it, Chantal. That's the only reason. If they would have praised your vagina, this video that's going on right now wouldn't even be happening. You'd be on cloud 9.
why would I do that? On my part. Why would I not care about myself enough, respect myself enough to say, fuck you to all of them? No, that's not why I'm up here, so you can laugh at my vagina. With, like, from someone like Boogie, who hasn't even seen his dick in, like, how long? Give it a memorial, Ava. I know, it's like, do you know how hard it is to move past your past when people are trying to bring it up every effing day? You know what I mean? Like, I really have to give it a memorial.
And that's the cross that you have to bear, Chantal. You think that everybody out here has a past like yours? No, they don't. I would say not many people, have the past that you have that's like crazy and vile and all of that stuff. It's not normal, Chantal. So stop trying to say that everybody has a past. No, we don't. Not like yours.
It's like never dig into it and really, really just move on and be the person I want to be. Oh, teardrop. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you guys for listening to me, because I really feel like I don't have anyone right now, you know?
don't. That's why you need to go back to Canada with your family. These people, Chantal, these people, teardrop, all these people that are in your chat enabling this behavior are not your friends, Chantal. They're not. So for you, like, to keep coming on here, and if you keep continuing to do this, use the people in your chat, like your therapy and your best friends and all this kind of stuff like that, it's not going to work out for you in the end. You know what? I'm wondering if this is a setup for the trip back to Canada. I bet you it is, because the visa runtime is coming. I think, is it on the 28th? Something like that. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, Lisa. The thing is like, I feel like I can't move on. Like, I haven't grieved a lot. I've just buried a lot of feelings from 3 years ago. I know I should confide in him. And I will later. I really want comfort from him right now. I don't want to wake him up. Fluff Puff member for 8 months. Love you always. Thank you, Fluff Puff.
And that's part of your problem right there. What you just said. I want comfort from him. No, that's part of your problem. You don't need comfort from anybody. If you went to therapy and learned how to deal with all of these things, the daddy issues, the mommy issues, the eating issues, all of that, you wouldn't need to seek comfort from somebody else. It would be within you already, where you would be able to handle situations. But since you don't want to seek therapy, since you don't want to get treatment, it doesn't matter if you seek comfort from Salah. It doesn't matter if you seek comfort from the most gorgeous man in the world. You will still be an empty vessel because you refuse to seek treatment.
And that's the thing. Like, I know he's accepted me for who I am.
I don't think so.
I don't think he would.
If he has accepted you for who you are, you wouldn't be sneaking in the middle of the night to go on a panel like this without his permission. So no, that's a lie, Chantal.
If I didn't change to become a better person, like if I was still high on taking wheelchairs and stuff, like he didn't like me to smoke weed. Like, you know, he hated it. You know, every time I'd be on live and I would like, he would know, he would be mad at me for it. Like, you know, the way I was 3 years ago, there's no way.
You're still that person. You were just in Thailand, baked out of your mind. And in my opinion, I think it was more than the weed. There was some other, maybe opiates. I don't even know. There was more going on there than just the weed. So come on, Chantal. You're still the same person. You do all that stuff to self-medicate. The food, self-medicate. All of this stuff. See it for what it is, Chantal.
Because he thinks it's self-destructive. He doesn't think that.
For you, it is.
Have potential to be better than that. But he still accepts my personality because I still obviously am, you know, but...
And not even treatment, not even treatment. If you were to fully devote yourself to Islam, Chantal, that would help you. But you refuse to even do that. So like I said, until you devote yourself to something, whether it be your religion or any religion or therapy, you're still going to remain in the same place. You will never grow any further from this point. You will remain the same.
Living for a bit. Yeah, I feel like that too. Honestly, Bear, I do. Forgiving myself is the hardest I've ever had to forgive. I freely forgive others who've hurt me, but I can't quite forgive myself. Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I don't even think it's about forgiving herself. Just my opinion. And like I said, I've been in therapy, been seeing a psychiatrist for years. I don't think it's about forgiving herself. It's about her confronting her demons. And like I said, I think a lot of this is a daddy issue with her. I don't know if there was some type of traumatic incident with that relationship. I don't know. There's some, like I've always said about her, is that there's some underlying thing which created, the food addiction or whatever addiction. And it's like, it's people like me, and there's other people out there that have tried to help her, tried to guide her in the right direction. But what does she do? She just stabs us all in the back, and then she wants to go to her giant hug box with teardrop with all the enablers, because that's more comfortable. That's more comfortable for her to be in that giant hug box than to do the work and face the demons. She doesn't want to do that. She wants to be comforted. And now the victim. She wants to be comforted and play the victim.
Yeah, cool, Abby. Exactly. I realize that. I guess, like I said, I don't know. Mama Juice. Oh my god, she's so cute right now. Baby.
How is Salah still asleep if the sun is out? What time is it there? I don't even know. What time is it in
It's
Peru?
hard. I teardrop it is. Going to Canada is not always the solution. No, I'm not going to Canada anytime soon. Just gotta go to the vet today for a checkup, like post-op. Yeah, I appreciate you guys just being here and listening. And I know, like,
What?
I know the hate I'm gonna get.
So it's in the morning.
Like, oh, she's just like
I thought it was like late
doing
in
it
the
for
afternoon.
attention. Like, she's full of crap. But this is like honestly how I feel.
Please.
Yeah, it's 9.
No, this isn't how you feel. Your ego has been shattered. That's what this boils down to, Chantal. And you're trying to like pull the victim card, pull the woman card, whatever fucking card you want to pull. That's what you're trying to do. Like I said, but it still doesn't deflect from you offering to give somebody a blowjob on that panel. What are you going to say about that? That was part
I
of it
feel
too.
very, yeah, it is sunny.
Please. That was part of the violation. Get out of here.
Yeah. And like I knew that vampire, I knew what the show was about, but I just never thought that that would be like the subject of me going up would be like my vagina, my nether regions.
First of all, I've watched that show. I know what they do on that show. What did you think they were going to do, Chantal? And like I said, this is what I don't understand. How are you going to come on here crying and playing the victim and all this bullshit? And you were just in the fucking live stream, chatting in the live stream. Make that make sense.
From my past.
Sorry about the language.
I think people who
Kind of
pass
angry
people's
now.
nudes around are just really gross in general.
You're the one that put him out there. I don't have any nudes out there. There's no nudes of me floating around the internet. You did that to yourself.
Yeah, Blacks, play Crazy Frog. I can't play it. I don't know. I feel like,
I guess we're gonna get a good mukbang today.
I don't know. I just feel gross about it. I can shove it where the sun don't shine. Yeah, lanky. Mary, I don't think they meant wrong. I think they just because they just before listening to that Grace's stream and coming to this realization, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And just before that, I was in the Discord talking with Wings, talking with another person, docket team member, planning to go on and do shows on the Lockout Queens. I was planning a show on that. I was planning on,
I thought you
like, I
weren't.
didn't want to audition, but I was planning on maybe doing a show. Wings was asking me to go on tonight or tomorrow to talk.
Then what was the video that you just posted yesterday talking about the show, saying you weren't going to do it, you weren't going to audition, even though you auditioned? That whole panel was the audition. So you put out the video yesterday, but now that was all a complete lie, and you were actually talking to them behind the scenes, planning to do episodes, this and that. That's why people don't like you, because you're a liar. And you do these things like this, bait and switch.
Wow. Things, and I said, I don't want to talk about anything sexual, blah blah blah. Like I said that in the message, and he's like, no, it won't be like yesterday. And I was like, fine, I was fine, but I wasn't fine. Like inside, I wasn't fine with that, and
because you know they're gonna call, because you, like I said, your ego got busted. That was the first taste of it. And you know that you have so many skeletons, Chantal, and that they're probably doing the research on you, and they're going to pull the clips from all the reaction channels. There's so much evidence that they could throw in your face on that show, and that's why that's why you don't want to do it now, because you've realized that. This has nothing to do with the vagina pics or being the victim. This has everything to do with you being exposed on probably like a more national scale with more viewers than just Girl World. That's your problem.
My intention is not to like crap on them.
Well, you did it already.
I'm mad at myself for just allowing people to treat me that way, and I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I was really caught off guard by that.
Please. You're full of crap. You know exactly what that show's about.
I don't know, Gulabi. I didn't think about that. I don't think they would take the video down. I don't think anybody cares about other people's feelings on the internet. Really, honestly, I don't.
Chantal, what do you think this is? Like I said, what do you think this is? The internet. You think people are going to care about you on the internet? Are you serious, Chantal? You can't be serious. That's why you need to get off. That's why you need to get off the internet. Your reality of the world and how it works and how relationships with people work and friendships and all of that is so askew. Somebody that's nutty would say something like that, Chantal. I mean, unbelievable.
So yeah.
Somebody threw a stone in her glass house. That's the problem. Will this be her come to Jesus moment? I don't know.
Yeah, but they're not showing it, Vampira. So I don't know if that would be.
You're lucky if people don't.
Would work,
You know what? You're very lucky because, there are people that do not like you, that actually hate you, Chantal. You are lucky if that picture doesn't come out, like really come out and is posted everywhere. You better hope it doesn't. Especially after what you're saying in this video right now. Don't be surprised if it does.
I would make their life hell. And I feel like I deserve it because I consented to it. But I was like literally like, caught off guard.
That wouldn't even stand up in a court case.
Foodie Beauty. I'm Foodie Beauty. There can't be two Foodie
It wouldn't
Beauties.
even stand up in a court case, Chantal, if they played that whole video and you could say you're the victim, I was caught off guard, blah, 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 whatever, because of the other things that you said in the video. You weren't caught off guard at all. Because if you were, your attitude would have been a little bit different in that video. But it wasn't. You were going along with it, offering blowjobs to people, things like that. So stop it. Please.
We'll see if this person's a troll. Thank you for joining. Ready, set, bees.
It's probably a troll.
I can say it won't be like the other day, but it takes just one person to sidewind. You're better off. No, I've blocked all of them. I left the server. I don't want to have anything to do. You have to forgive yourself.
No, she didn't. Just like Skeletor isn't blocked
You were
either.
dragged, Lanky? No, what happened? Troll with who? You'll change your name. Yeah, Katie, like, that's what I mean. Like, it's weird. Like, I didn't even know that I felt this way. Like, I thought I was fine. Like I said, I was planning on doing other shows with them. Just tonight. Then I put on this Grace's live stream to listen to while I was cleaning my kitchen, and because I couldn't sleep, so I was in bed. Like, I was in bed with Salah. He fell asleep, and I got up. I couldn't sleep, so I was in the kitchen and just cleaning around here. And then I sat here and I was like listening. I was taking a break, sitting here, and I was listening. And she said, like, verbatim, basically, they're going to talk about, me being, she was saying this, they're going to talk about me being abused by my father, but passing around a woman's Foodie Beauty's, like, vagina pictures, is not abusive. And then I was just like, and then I replayed everything that happened in my head, and it just, like,
it's not abusive. You gave them permission.
I got sick to my stomach. Like, it felt like a ton of bricks hit me right in the gut, and I was like, I felt cheap. I felt violated. I felt bad for myself. I felt mad at myself. If you want your channel to grow, it's okay, Amber. I don't want my channel to grow on those conditions. I'm fine. But thanks for the super chat. It's Keemstar's channel, but it's Lolcow Live is the channel.
You know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of the type of person, and this can go for man or woman, if they went out with somebody, they banged, and then the person never called them again or did something like to make fun of them or whatever, Chantal would accuse them of essaying her. She reminds me of that type.
Oh, okay, Bear.
Because
I'll check it out after
her
this.
ego.
Hey, stink. It's a long. I just rewind it, but I didn't think that I felt that way, like, at all. And I know I seem dramatic, but, like, I don't want to ignore my feelings about it. Hey, Corvus. Yeah. Yeah, it's pictures from my OnlyFans.
Man, unbelievable.
I don't know, ECP. Why do you guys think I should ask for it to be taken down? Or, like, my portion cut out?
Why? I don't think he would do that because it's money.
Thanks, Katie.
And now with you posting this video, basically, I mean, you basically are accusing them of sexually assaulting you is what you're doing, Chantal. So I don't think Keemstar would take down that video because it proves their innocence, because you gave them permission to look at the photo. So no, I don't think so. Honestly, I mean, that's just my opinion.
I just
could
feel like
be
I don't
wrong.
want to be alone, and, like, I don't want to wake up my husband.
She's doing that weird
He went to
eye
bed not
thing.
long ago. Yeah. Thanks, Andre Marie. Yeah, but they're gonna say that I did it. That's why he asked me. Like, when I think about it, I see what he did. He's, like, being smart about it.
Very
He
good.
asked me first.
Ding, ding, ding.
Which, like, I know, like, what happened with Salah and I happened, and you could go back and say, well, he did this, blah, blah, blah. But it's weird to me that a married man would, like, ask.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
It's not weird that a married man would do that.
I think someone else
Do you think that all married men are frigid, Chantal? Maybe it's because you're used to your glitter tits of a fake husband, but most normal men like to look at pictures of nude women. I mean, even women do. Women like to look at pictures of nude women. So stop using the excuse of, oh, they're married men. That's some bullshit. Stop it.
A Tina lady bashing her pics. Like, are you serious? Teardrop. That's what I said in the stream, but I didn't say it enough. Like, please. It's so weird to me. Like, I don't know. I just felt weird. I felt gross.
Because you got put on
I don't
Front
know
Street.
if he knows to the full extent. I don't think so. I think he would have been a lot more upset. But, like, at the same time, those pictures are out there for anyone to look at.
Does he even know
know?
about the picture, Chantal? And if he does he care? I mean, I think the more, I mean, the most, I mean, how do I say this? I'm tired right now. I should be asleep. I think the most outrageous thing that she did during that live stream was offer a blowjob. Like I said, she's trying to deflect off of that. And I don't care who she offered the blowjob to. She offered it to a man, offered it to a woman. It doesn't matter. You're a married woman, Chantal, on a panel with majority men, I believe it was, offering to give a blowjob. So stop trying to deflect and play the victim with the vagina pics, because it's not going to work.
Lazy, stop it. You have a picture of Luigi Mangione. You guys make me laugh. The big toothless tuna. She really is such a bitch. I'm sorry.
Who, Tina? No, she's not.
I couldn't do a show with her. Anyway, like,
She
holy
called
fuck.
you out.
And this same loser says I'm vile. She had the nerve to you're just nasty to women, aren't you? All you do is yell and scream at the friggin' women that come on the panel and make fun of their vaginas. Are you kidding me? Like,
so then if you,
please.
There you go right there. So she knew what she was getting into. So she can't say, oh, I felt ambushed, all of this. She knew exactly what type of show she was going on, and she knew what they did on the show. So thank you for proving that they're innocent, Chantal.
Vampira.
I hope Keemstar rips you a new one.
Careful. Stop it, you guys. Love pop. But you know what? It didn't really bug me as much from her. Because, like, I guess she's a woman.
Oh my God.
I just thought it was weird. 3 married men,
Are you insane?
passing it around and, like, laughing at it. Like, are you kidding me?
See, exactly. Do you see that right there? That's what's bugging her. Exactly my point. She's just upset that they were laughing at her, passing it around and laughing at her, because she has this addiction to male attention. Her ego can't comprehend that 3 men were laughing at her vagina in front of her face. That's her problem.
Boogie is, like,
Wow.
taking bubble baths with rubber duckies with a fucking 19-year-old, and he's like 50. Or she's 20. Ooh, sorry. Like, give me a break.
So that's their business. She's of age.
Vampira. Hey, Komodo.
And,
I don't know.
and what are
I
you
don't know.
saying? Because Oogie Boogie, like I said, I know he has his whole cancer bullshit story or whatever. So what are you saying? That a man, a hefty man of his size, can't be with a younger, skinnier woman, Chantal? Are you just jealous? Why even bring that up? Like I said, you prove it again. You just are pissed off because the males on that show didn't want you or didn't see you sexually like you wanted to be seen. That's your problem.
Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel really just low right now. I don't feel good
Wow.
at all. Yeah, like, yeah, I don't want to smoke any more cigarettes. I wish I had shisha, but it won't hurt to ask Keems. I don't really want to talk to any of them anymore. I already blocked everybody. I just don't want to have anything to do with it.
See, and that's why nothing gets solved in her life, because when things like this happen, she ignores it, she shuts it out, she doesn't resolve it. So it just continues.
Yeah, I'll see Vampira. It would be cool if they could
She
remove
runs
my
away
portion,
because
but
she's
I
a
don't think that
coward.
won't make much of a difference because it's already whatever. It's just that I just wish I didn't do it, I guess, you know.
Didn't do what? The pics or the show? Pick
Yeah.
one.
But I like the idea of Vampira, of just like, seriously, having like a funeral of my past. Because I'm really not that person anymore. I don't.
Yes, you are.
Anytime I regress back.
You are 100% that person, and the blowjob says you are.
And do any of the behaviors I used to do, I don't feel good at all.
You just were in Thailand
I don't
getting
give two
baked.
shits, yeah.
Please.
Boogie's the biggest loco. Faking cancer, grooming a child, yeah. I know, that's it. That's why he's, yeah, part of the show. Tangy, welcome to Grand Port Beacher, Tangy. Ready, set, bees. Thank you. Cool, happy. The shows I put on, of course, yeah, ECP. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Ghostface, like. Anyway.
And Ghostface is 15, and why is that person in there talking to Chantal about this? So who's grooming who, Chantal?
Thanks, Tangy. I don't think I realized, like, how bad I was hurting. How bad I am hurting.
That's what I'm saying. You have the nerve. Like I said, I don't know all about Oogie Boogie. I've heard things here and there. But you have the nerve to say that he's grooming a child with his girlfriend or wife. I don't know who she is. She's 20 years old. But then you have Ghostface, who's a 15-year-old in here. And the topic of discussion is you feel violated because they laughed at your vagina pics. I don't know. Does that sound like grooming behavior to me? Kind of.
I guess I just feel sorry for myself.
Oh, jeez. Womp, womp, womp.
Cool, happy. That's what the Grace said. She said that her mattress, because she went to her trailer park and she's like, Tina's mattress looks like it was deep fried at McDonald's. And so I was watching her stream because I needed something to listen to, and it was drama from the show, you know, Lolcow Live, and I need to just watch more wholesome things. I need to listen to the Quran, or I need to do things
Listen
that
to
are
the
just
Quran.
not mind garbage.
Man.
Yeah, bear. Alaskan bushman. Cool, happy. No, they didn't, Vampira, because I don't think they did anything wrong.
They didn't do anything wrong. That's the show.
It makes me feel like they look at people like they have no value, especially women, you know?
Chantal, you knew what you were getting into. You've already stated it on the show when referring to Tina. So don't try to paint this show in some type of weird way so you can play the victim. You knew exactly what the show was about because, like you said, and they said, you're always in the chat stream, always watching the live streams. Chantal, I mean, I don't even know how much farther you can dig yourself into a hole, but this whole little episode here has dug you further into your hole.
I don't know. Vampira. No, they won't. So, I don't even think I want an apology. That's fine, whatever.
They don't owe you one.
And if they did, whatever, I don't care. It's not.
They don't owe you shit.
It's just that I'm just.
Maybe they should give you a refund.
I should respect myself more.
They should give you a refund for the money that you paid to get on that panel, Chantal. That's the only thing they owe you.
I never did in my life. I don't now. Yeah, exactly, ECP. And to a degree, they're right about that, but I don't think that I expected, you know, the minute I get up there for them to be passing my nude picture around and having it made fun of by like
Exactly. Do you see?
500-pound men with bigger tits than me.
That's her problem. That is her problem. This has nothing to do with being a victim, because she keeps saying the same thing over and over again. 3 married men, 3 married men. That's her only problem, is that 3 men laughed at her vagina. Her ego is shattered.
Sorry, I'm just a little bitter.
Man, this is
I guess.
fascinating to watch.
It makes them money, exactly. So many people do things on the internet for money,
Including you.
without regarding the feelings of the people that they're doing it to.
Including you.
And that show is no different. And I'm just not cut out for that. So, I don't know, Komodo. Thanks, Tanji. And I that's why I'm mad. Like, I blame myself.
See, this is the thing, and I said this before in a community post when she was bragging about whatever reporter from NBC interviewed her or whatever. The thing is about being interviewed and fame and being on TV or movies or whatever, there's a lot of other things that come with that. A lot of things that are not nice. And what comes with fame is exposure. And sometimes you might not like the things that get exposed. This is what she's feeling right now, because she was exposed on a larger scale this time. Her ego was broken on a larger scale this time, and she doesn't like it.
I don't know if I would have a case, Vampira, because
They don't have. She has no
that's why
case.
he asked me that.
Exactly.
You know, he probably asked me that to
Smart.
not for respect for me, but to like get out of any legal implications.
Exactly.
Like, you know.
And that's what somebody does when they know how to run a show and protect themselves, Chantal. That's something that you do not know how to do. That's what I'm saying. You stepped into the fire, you got burnt.
Yeah, money is way more important than values, exactly. And that's why, you know, after I was on the show, I made that video why I want to audition to be a part on the show.
That was the audition.
But
you know, I
because,
don't know
like,
why she keeps saying that. The panel that she was on, that was the audition. It was. And then probably if she would have went on today or yesterday, if she would have went on yesterday, she would have been on the panel with the other chicks that were on the panel. So, yeah, that was the audition. Stop saying if I would have did the audition. No, you had the audition. You sucked. You failed. They weren't going to pick you. Your ego shattered.
there's no amount of money that is worth your values, people. I'm telling you, it's really true. People would say, why wouldn't you go on the show? Don't you want money? And like, I was planning on going back on, like, to do a show on the Lockout Queens, not to be a member. I didn't want to audition as a member, but like maybe to do a show if they would compensate me for it, but I didn't.
Because you want to get paid. It is right there. It's about the fucking, excuse me. Sorry, about to yell and cussing. It's about the money. She just said it right there. I want to get compensated.
I didn't realize I felt this way until just now.
Please.
So, fluff puff. Exactly, I know that, Foodie Beauty. Yeah, Gulabi, I know. You were dragged as a where, Lanky Annie? On what show? As a fat kid all my life, and words hurt, I held on to them for a long time. And memories of not using my own words for my defense, but they're just words at the end of the day. True. Yeah, I mean, I thought that was my cat. I think it just made me realize things about myself. Like, I don't spray. I don't, respect myself enough. I'm feeling a bit better.
You don't respect yourself at all. There's no, I don't respect myself enough. You do not respect yourself at all, Chantal, at all.
Oh yeah, teardrop for sure. Just listening to me, Corvus, is helping. Learn from this and move forward. It's the only thing I can do.
She can learn
You're in
shit.
an environment. I understand why you may have felt pressured or feeling on the spot. Thank you, Tangy.
Please.
Thanks, bulging eyeballs. They told me the show Lockout did.
You know what would be really like a topper to this one is if a reaction channel from Girl World, one of the girls in this group that we have here, gets picked to be on that panel. That would be the topper, the cherry for this. You want to see her rage? She'll rage if that happens.
Anyways.
Man, the manipulation.
I don't know why. I felt like I had to say something.
Please.
It happened publicly. I felt like I had to say something publicly. I'm actually looking forward to telling Salah how I feel about it, because he's one of the people in my life. Like, I know we've had our bad moments, but I feel like he does really care and love me. And like, even if I have a tummy ache, he's like,
a tummy ache.
He gets so worried about it. Like, do you want me? I'll go to the pharmacy and get you something. Like,
he doesn't give a crap about you, Chantal. You're his cash cow, literally. That's all he cares about. He cares about the papers to get into the Western world and the coin. And that's it.
So I know if I'm hurting for this, he'll listen, but he'll get really mad. Not at me necessarily, but...
And you're lucky if he doesn't beat the crap out of you, which is allowed in that country. For a wife to go on a panel, and even, like I said, you're lucky you're still alive. In that part of the world, you'd be already unalived, Chantal. And that's not me being homophobic or whatever you want to say. That's the fact of living in that part of the world. Women are not respected in that part of the world. You are lucky you are still walking the earth. Not even by the hands of Salah, by the hands of random men out on the street that get wind of what you've said and what you've done while in Kuwait wearing hijab. You are lucky you are still alive.
I don't know, teardrop. Yeah, my tummy's been shit the past few days, couple of days.
Please stop saying that.
It's been really bad.
You sound creepy saying, "Oh, my tummy." You're 40 years old. Stop it. It's not sexy. It's not cute. It's not attractive. You sound like a moron. Stop saying tummy.
The first time it started hurting, it was like I was sleeping, and I must have had a really bad tummy ache in my sleep, because I was dreaming that I was like in an area where there was like a reception, and I was like, I need to use the washroom really bad.
You probably didn't wash your hands and ate part of your poop. It's probably what's wrong with you. E. coli.
Like, not to be gross, but diarrhea. I would go to the bathroom, be in the bathroom with diarrhea for like 15 minutes, and the minute I would stand up and walk to the bed, the pain would come back, and it would just be like water for like the whole day. And it just wore me out. I was like, ugh, like the whole night. I can't remember if it was day or night. I'm just like really distraught over
diarrhea. Distraught over diarrhea. Oh. This is like, come on. She's the victim that's distraught over diarrhea and vagina pics. The fuck?
So, yeah, and I ate more than I have been today, Gulabi, and it didn't. The McDonald's wasn't a good idea.
This is the worst acting I've ever seen in my life. I thought Amber Lynn was awful. This is even worse. Bravo, Chantal, bravo.
Yeah. Hey, Tawny.
Oh, man. I can't believe I'm still watching this crap at 11 o'clock.
Vampire, you think so? I don't know. There's a lot of people I would like to sue. You know.
Sue for what?
Look like Mario. I do some BZ supports. Who do we have to beat up? Ew, cigarettes are gross.
You were just smoking them. Stop.
Hot and miserable. I can't sleep. I don't feel like finishing my chores.
That's called diabetes.
I feel like doing fuck all.
That's normal behavior for you.
I don't want the profits.
The profits? Get out of here. You're not entitled to the profits of their show. Greedy bitch.
I guess that just made me feel like cheap. Cool, happy. That's a good idea.
Wait a minute. But you felt like cheap because of that? You mean to tell me your Temu clothes don't make you feel cheap?
This too shall pass. I think I am going to just like make like a whole bunch of like write on a whole bunch of papers like things I fucking hate from my past and just like burn them in the fucking desert.
Oh no, are we gonna have a production of this? Is this gonna be
swearing. I don't like swearing
is
too
this
much.
going to be our Christmas surprise? A burning of papers in the desert? Witchcraft style? I'm intrigued.
I really don't. Yeah, vampire, I agree. Ratchet. A lot of comfort you are, Juice. I just had this on the couch, so I just put it on. Don't care.
Go back home to Canada.
I feel really violated. Like, who the fuck did these people think they are asking to see those pictures? Like, I don't know.
They're who they are, and they have every right to ask. You gave permission.
Like I said, I know we had our slip up with what happened between Salah and I, but
Our slip up.
if he was like online asking to see that, like in front of like all these people, I would kill him. Like, like their wives are just okay with that. I don't know. It's just weird.
I think asking for permission to see your only F's pictures that you pimped yourself on the internet is a lesser thing than Glitter Tit Salah talking about raping somebody, religious degradation, and eating shit. I think that's worse. So don't try to compare the two.
Gulabi, you think so? I'm just gonna
Manipulate you. Yeah.
Forgive myself, not let it affect me.
Well, thank goodness for all of us, because your past will never die. Yay.
No, I haven't fully burned my past bulging eyeball. This is proof of that.
Please.
I haven't forgiven myself for it. And yeah, the haters have it, but they can't weaponize it against me if I don't let them. So.
This video right here, Chantal, is enough ammunition. It's not even going to take us weaponizing, LOL, your past against you. You do it to yourself.
Is it, you know, to hold someone's past against them when they don't live there anymore. They don't live in that past.
Yes, you do.
So.
Like I said, and I'm going to keep saying it, I'm pretty much sure everybody's tired of hearing it. You are still the same person. Let's not forget, you offered a blowjob in the same podcast. Okay? You were on various types of, I don't want to say ganja, opiates possibly, I don't even know, in Thailand not too long ago. You are still the same exact person. Until you seek treatment and therapy, you are going to stay the same person. So stop with this victim bullshit. It's not going to work. It might work for Teardrop and morons like that, but it's not going to work for all of us that out here in the real world that live in reality. The manipulation isn't going to work.
Yeah. Thanks, ECP. He really, yeah, I know he does. He really does. He didn't want me to ever go back on that show. Like, I was like, well, trying to bring up points to him. Like, I could make a lot of money. And he was like, I don't give a shit about money.
And you did it behind his back.
You're not doing it.
Good fake wife.
He didn't want me on any of those shows. He cares more about me as a person and my personal growth than the money. Doesn't care.
Chantal, watch out the lightning. Watch out the lightning.
Thanks, guys. I know you care. Thank you.
Lightning.
It is public, but that's fine. There's nothing I can do about it, Lanky. Like, that's what I mean. I have to just, like, move on in my own way, you know?
No, actually, there is something you could do about it. Stop being a vile individual. And when somebody, when they asked you, can we see the photos? You should have said, no, I'm not that person anymore. I've discovered God, Islam, all of that. I would appreciate it if you do not look at the photos or share the photos between each other, whatever. That's what you should have said. But you didn't, because you're the same person. And you liked it. You were smiling as they were passing your photo around. So stop it.
Vampira, I really appreciate you guys. Like, I know you're, like, on the internet, but you're real people, and you're good people.
Man.
Like, and if there was no good people in my corner, I don't think I would ever be on here.
You think they're good people.
Seriously, like
I said, you think they're good people, Chantal, but some of those people that you think are good people are going to trick you in the end. And I cannot wait till that happens, because it will.
I don't. No, things are fine, Tawny. We don't have to leave. If that ever changes, maybe, but I'm not worried about that now. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say, how I felt.
Now that I
because
manipulated
I didn't realize
you.
it. Thanks, Cloris.
So now that I manipulated you, I'm going to sit here, play the victim, and, read all your comments, lick in my butthole, and just revel in it and suck in all that energy, because I need it, because all I need is attention and energy. Because I didn't get it from the 3 married men. They didn't like my vagina. So I'm going to get it from you guys. Thank you. I love you. Give me a break. Sorry for the foul language this late in the evening.
That's very true, Vampire. I love that comment. And I do like being a content creator. I do, and I know that I have to take the bad with the good.
Content creator. What content?
I'm more mad. I want to really emphasize that. I'm more mad at myself that I didn't respect myself more.
Then why did you blame them?
That
3 married men.
You know? Gee, you stood your ground. We all have a past. At least you didn't live in it and have moved on, matured. Don't beat yourself up. You're an online personality, and it's hard not to get caught up in a moment. Thank you, G. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you. I really appreciate it, G. Thank you for following me for so long, too. Can move where? Sorry, I'm going to be picking my nose. No, I don't want to collab anymore. I just want to just be and just be at peace. Like, I really don't, I really don't care about the money. We have enough money to live a pretty decent life, and I don't care. I just want peace. I feel like I'm getting older, and I just want to, like, for me, what would make me feel so wealthy is if I can get healthy, like, and I don't think that that's going to happen physically until I fix my brain.
Exactly. Ding.
I think it would be good to look into, like, some kind of therapy. It's just, I don't feel like
you're
they
not
care.
You're not
I can't get over that feeling. I don't feel like they give a shit.
Like I said, this is what I would love for you to do that. And like I said, success is the best revenge. I'm going to keep saying it. But until you do that, Chantal, I think I will keep calling you out on your bullshit.
They don't have to, I guess. If they can just help you deal, Or make me realize things that I'm bottling up that I was bottling.
And that's part of your problem is your mother, because she seemed like she was kind of an absentee mother, probably just gave in to you. You didn't have the type of mother like I am that will say it to your face and keep you on the right path. Now, I'm not going to say, like, all my kids, I never had, like, run-ins with my kids. Sure, I've had. We've gotten into arguments and things like that. But my kids have never gone down the path that you have, Chantal, because I was always there for them trying to guide them down the right path. And thank God they stayed on the right path. I don't think your mother did that for you. That's why you're out here like a feral human doing
This sets
crazy
me up.
shit.
I didn't think that it would ever bug me being on that show and what happened.
Your ego's broken.
Bear, yeah. Vampira. Take away. I used all the Kleenex in this house. Sorry. I know I'm gross.
You know, I wonder if she burned a hole in her nose from all that cocaine. She said she was doing 8 balls a day. She said that in the live stream. Is that a violation too, admitting to that, Chantal? Did they violate you by making you admit the cocaine use? She probably has a hole in her nose doing lines. That's why she has the nose issue. Tired, I can't speak.
Yeah, it's hard, eh? Tony, I know. Hard tea. Yeah, Vampira, I have to learn to just, like, really move on.
You know what this is? This is such, like, childlike behavior. Like, when I'm looking at her right now, like, I could see a child. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, all of you that have children or are around children, you know, when they do something really bad and then, you know, they might have a tantrum, whatever, when they get caught. And then eventually when they come around to apologize or admit their wrongdoing or whatever, they'll play the victim like this and blame everybody else around them for the behavior. That's exactly what she's doing right now. It's not her fault. She's the victim. Like a child. Arrested development.
I don't want to feel like that anymore. I think
Just manipulation.
until I really am living a clean lifestyle for a long time, you know, people are just always going to know me for my gross story times. Bulging eyeballs for you. Oh, the super stickers are so cute. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Be kind to yourself, yeah. Hey, Apple 8. I'm just venting about the show, the OnlyFans pics.
You know what I find?
Anyway.
Sorry, I'm getting loud. I need to be quiet. What I find the most disturbing about the OnlyFans pics, and I've only seen a couple. I haven't even seen. I think I've seen one that was fully, not her bush or anything like that, but like the boobs and stuff. It wasn't the nudity of the pictures that bothered me. It was who was taking the photos. Pete's. That's the one thing that I find extremely disturbing about those photos. Like, what was that conversation? P, can you come take some nude photos of me in the bathtub with peeps in here? Like, I don't even, like, was he helping pose you? Like, oh no, turn this way, Chantal. Like, bend over this way, Chantal. I mean, just the whole scenario in my mind's eye gives me the creeps.
I feel exhausted. Yeah, you have to be a member to be in their Discord.
Yeah, and you paid to get on there. So you paid for it. And that's another thing. And that's another thing they can use against you if you decided to sue them. And they have proof of you being in the chat on multiple occasions prior to this, so that you knew what the show was about, you know, how they did things, all of that. You have absolutely zero case, Chantal. Absolutely zero case.
Yeah. Thanks, Landy, for your support. I really appreciate you guys. Like, you have no idea.
No, she doesn't.
There's a members only Discord. Yeah, ECP.
So what are your little bees
To a
just gonna
visa.
go in there?
It made me think of my
Defend you?
past because they were bringing up my past, and it made me feel low like I would in the past. Like
Good.
becoming a hijabi and like
That's what you need to
having
feel.
faith in God.
That's a good feeling. That's the feeling that you need to have, Chantal. So good for you. Because that's your problem, like I said. Because you need to feel comforted majority of the time. You never get deep down into your real feelings. So for them to call you out on your bullshit and you felt shame, you felt dirty, you felt disgusted with yourself, good. That's a healthy feeling. That's something you need to feel. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
Having faith in something. Thanks, Teardrop. Yeah, I should.
And all these idiots in the chat
There's
are
no Foodie
enabling you.
Discord, no. I guess like covering up. When I used to expose so much of myself, it's literal, but it's also symbolic. Like I feel more respectful of myself. And it made me realize I don't think I was okay with doing that stuff in the past, you know? Yeah, bulging eyeball. Yeah. No, I appreciate it, Tawny, but I'm okay here right now. Trust me, I'm okay. It's very safe here in the Gulf countries.
No, it's not. I don't know. Like, I don't understand why she's under the impression that she's safe there. She actually isn't. Especially with what happened. Yeah, she's not safe there. She's an idiot.
I'm so thirsty. Oh, I'm so exhausted, man. Inadvertently, I was giving you the opportunity to address your demons. Yeah.
There you go. Exactly.
Honestly, I know it's like so weird for my audience when you've been following me since my messy days to hear me say things like, I just want to live a simple life. I just want to have lighthearted fun. I just want to serve God. And I feel like I've been doing a really shitty job at that.
You have been.
Like,
100%.
in a lot of ways.
100%.
Metformin, it doesn't help.
And whoever said that is correct. You need to face your demons. And like I said, I'm going to say it again. That feeling of shame that you had about yourself, that's a good feeling. You need to keep feeling that. Until you purge all of that out of your system and stop comforting yourself with food, Chantal, those demons will remain within you. And you will remain the vile person. You have to release that stuff in order to be a productive person.
Yeah. You know, I know people don't think that I'm serious about my faith, and I am. It's just not easy becoming a better person.
Yes, it is.
You know,
it's not that
putting on a
hard.
hijab doesn't change all that, like, overnight. But I do.
You act like that, though.
It's something that I want in my life. I want peace, and I just want to serve God, and I just want to, you know, be with family and things that matter in life, not all the shit I used to do. None of that matters.
But yet again, like I'm going to say it again, you were offering a blowjob on the panel just yesterday. But you want to serve God. You want to have a peaceful life. But yet you were offering a blowjob. Okay. Whatever. Manipulation.
None of that's gonna matter.
I don't feel sorry for her at all. Manipulation.
Corvus.
It's amazing to me. Oh, my leg.
Bear.
I'm laying in a weird way.
Yeah, I did. Even religious people who are born religious are not perfect and not angels themselves. That's a good point. I need to remind myself of that.
That's true, but
But
most of us do not do nudie pics and offer blowjobs on a public platform. So, no.
anyway. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa, that's true. It's between you and God. And that is true. I always say that. It's hard realizing how you feel inside. It's crazy how the mind just just erases things to protect yourself from these feelings.
No, that's you doing that. Chantal, no. That's you doing that to yourself with food. Chantal, come on. You self-medicate with food. I mean, if you get down to the nitty-gritty of any type of an addict, whatever their vice is, it's usually some type of self-medication, whatever it is, food, drugs, alcohol, whatever, to push down all those feelings that you don't want to feel. Chantal, come on.
It's all shit.
It's all the same.
I don't even know why I wanted to be on that show.
For male attention. Because you thought it was
I
going
think
to
I
be...
could make a better podcast if I wanted to.
Please. No, you can't. If you can't even handle that podcast, Chantal, there's no way you can make a podcast. Come on. Get out of here.
The important people in your life are the ones that will believe in you always and stand by your side.
No.
That's true, Teardrop. That's
true.
Something I'm really learning. Yeah.
No, that's not true. The most important people in your life will call you out on your shit because they care about you and don't want to see you go down the wrong road. Those are the most important people in your life. So, like I said, get a clue, Chantal.
Yep.
Teardrop needs to shut the hell up.
Lisa, maybe. Yeah, Katie.
Maybe that's why Teardrop's kids are fighting. I remember reading that in the chat, that the kids and whatever, it won't be a happy Thanksgiving because all the kids are fighting. Maybe you need to pay attention to your children, Teardrop, and your parenting because your children are fighting instead of guiding Chantal down the path that you obviously led your children.
Oh, were you their friend, Bear? Bulging eyeball. It looks like an Ugg. You know those Ugg boots? Men need to stop body shaming women and women need to speak up. I agree 100%.
Please.
Yeah.
Women sometimes do it worse to men, so cut it out.
I mean,
Equal opportunity. Don't pull the woman card.
You're 100%. That's exactly
and women are probably a little better at it because they're more descriptive. Stupid.
Tawny, we want to live here. We're not here just because we have to be only. Like, we could, I want to be here.
That's if Kuwait allows it because I heard Syria has opened up. Time for Salah to go back home.
Maybe, Vampira. Oh, Teardrop, you're so fast I didn't see the messages. Thank you.
Oh my god, is Teardrop saying read the message? She does that. Pick me.
Oh,
Pick
thanks,
me.
Apple 8. Oh. Idiot B. Welcome to Very Important Research, Ready, Set, Bees. Doesn't sound too nice. I know what it is, but I made it look like an Ugg.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's okay, Tawny. I'm
My
just,
ears ringing.
we just want to stay here. Private Dancer is your homie? Really?
Oh my goodness, I'm skipping.
I
What
don't
is this?
know what the show is, which is like a lipid pill. I take a...
Okay, so I'm going to end it here because obviously we've gotten to the eating portion of the video and I don't give a shit about that crap. I apologize for the language. I am actually quite tired. It's way past my bedtime. It's 11:30. So yeah, Chantal, go to hell. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.